Hello, all. I have a couple of messages. I had a thought come to me on my way home, and I was like, ooh, that's a good one. I need to make a video about that. So, my relationship with my son has been all but great the last couple of years. I mean, it's not been great. It's not been great his 18 years on this earth. I've not been a perfect parent, clearly, right? But it's particularly not been wonderful the last couple of years, ever since I left that company. Ever since I left that company. It wasn't great when I worked for the company, and it dang sure wasn't great when I left the company. All right. Those are facts facting. All right. And I don't give a crap who you are. I don't give a crap if the president himself looks in my eyes and tells me my son was not used against me. I dang sure know that's a lie. A lie. Nobody can look me in my eyes and tell me otherwise. Otherwise. All right? So seeing as I know that, all right, seeing as the systems and the powers that be have so graciously decided to target me and my son and use him and maneuver him against his mother, whom does not have a father in his life, because that is kind, religious people with a postured heart running this world, right? All right. So seeing as they've decided to go ahead and take that venture, all right, this is the venture I've decided to take. Seeing as I know my son has been brainwashed against me, I have been brainwashed to keep moving forward and fight every single day to where all those brainwashed will finally see the light. Finally see the light. That is my resilience in itself. Because I know my son so well. Like, whether he says something to me to my face, I know the truth behind what he's saying. His mannerisms, his actions, what he's been coerced to do, what he's being paid to do, what he's being bribed to do, what he's being told to do. I know all of those things. He doesn't have to physically tell me. I already intuitively know it. I already know it. And so seeing as I know that in itself gives me strength. It gives me power. It gives me resilience. It gives me reserve. It gives me fortitude to fight the everyday battle that I do. That I do. The way that I do it. You don't go after people's children. You don't take people's children away for money laundering schemes, and you don't use people's children to manipulate them and coerce them against their parents to where their parent said goes crazy and perhaps takes their life or ends up in a loony bin so their said parent can tell the truth of everything that we've been doing for years upon years. Yeah, that's what you don't do. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. And seeing as I live in a world that people have taken such gracious measures to do such things, and God knew it. God knew it. God knew it the whole time. The whole time before I even woke up to it. Because I didn't wake up to it until last October. I didn't wake up to everything that was being bestowed onto me until last October. I knew things weren't right. I knew things didn't feel right. Nothing was making sense. Nothing added up. Nothing added up. I knew it, but I didn't wake up to it until October of last year. And next month it'll be October, so it's been a year. And everything that's transpired in this last year has been a part of my healing, a part of my spiritual awakening, a part of my childhood wounds, a part of my purpose, a part of my calling, a part of my connection with the divine, a part of everything divinely orchestrated by God. By God. And nobody can tell me otherwise. No one. Because I know it. I absolutely know it with every beacon, fiber, bone in my body. 423 as I say that. But anyways, it came to me like that in itself is enough. I fight every day for that. I fight every day for that because it's not only just for my child, but it's for every single child out there right now. Getting brainwashed against their parents. Brainwashed against their parents. Straight up. That's the world we live in right now. Those are the tactics and the measures we go to based off those with power, money, greed, elites. And so fill the position for whatever part of it you lay on. You land on. You determine that factor. You do. Based off the choices you make. You do. So I love you guys. Spicy video. But yeah, as a parent, you have to step up. You have to step up. You remove the rose-colored goggles and you recognize, wow, this world is really, really quite far messed up than I ever thought it could be. And now my child's entangled in it. Not only, if they would have just left him out of it, I wouldn't be here. Straight up. If they just would have left my kid out of it. But seeing as you went after my kid, well, that changes things. And God knew that. God knew that. God knew exactly how I would operate as soon as I started realizing the mechanics behind it. Why? Why? Because God sees my heart. He sees my heart. Being divinely guided, divinely protected, anointed, orchestrated, all that, it does not come easy. It's not an easy path. But I wear it with humility, humbleness, fortitude, resilience, perseverance, forgiveness. But I also fight for truth, for justice. You can be forgiving of those that have bestowed the most heinous things on you, but still fight for justice. You can indeed. But I love you guys. I hope you have a great night. I'm going to lay down and watch a movie and do me, because that's what I like doing. I enjoy watching movies. I enjoy just being me, hanging out by myself. I don't mind it at all. I really don't. So, I don't know. Call it what you may, but it's one of those things. I'm so used to being in this four walls that they've so graciously allowed me to, because they do not want me to fly, baby. But you can't beat God. You can't beat God. You cannot. I don't know when the world's going to finally wake up, but I think the world is finally waking up in different ways. Oh, are they? I've been saying it for months. Grab your popcorn and look where we're at. I've been saying it for months. Grab your popcorn. And why do you think that is? You know, I don't know how else to explain it. I see things. I know things. It freaks me out. It freaks me out to no end the things that I do know. It does. It's not an easy purpose. And it's a heavy weight to carry. But God granted this to me. And I don't take it lightly. And I do the best I can with what I've got in the day that I'm walking in. And I know that I always move forward with a postured heart and a forgiving heart, not only for myself, but for others. And I know that's good enough for God. You know, I'm not out here to outshine anybody. I'm not out here to chase anything. I'm not out here to do none of that. I'm out here to spread love and inspiration to humanity, to do right by each other, and do not attack people's children for monetary gain. Do not do that. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. So, seeing as we're doing that now, well, God's here, showing his hands. And all those involved didn't know it. They do indeed. From the top to the bottom to the side. They know. They know God is here. And I've been saying it for months. And it's outside of the United States. There's other countries involved. It is global. And it's so deep stated. So deep stated. But they're feeling it. They are feeling it. They are feeling the wrath of God in many, many ways. The masks are falling, and we're all sitting back and watching it unfold. We are literally in the precipice of a changing of a new world. And a lot of people just don't want to wake up to see that it's happening. But whether you wake up to see it or not, it's still happening. It is. It is. You can't run from the awful things that you have bestowed into this world. You can't. They're catching up to a lot of people right now. A lot of people. And I feel that tension. I feel that energy. I feel that weight. I do. I wish some of them would just come talk to me so I can help them release what they're carrying. Because it would just take one conversation. It straight would. 100%. And they know that. Their ego is so inflated. It's so inflated that they just don't want to accept accountability.